What is up, my dogs? Welcome to a very special edition of Very Good Cocktails. I'm Alex Vasili, and we're here at our lovely home, the Gold Diggers Bar in East Hollywood, California. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are benefiting the Gold Diggers Bar staff, so all of your donations will be going to them. As we know, the government doesn't care about service industry, arts, or culture, so those people have been left out to dry for the better part of a year, so we are doing what we can to help give them a little Christmas bonus. So all of your donations, like we said, are greatly appreciated. With that being said, today's special is day drinking, and I know what you're going to say right off the bat is, Alex, it's like 8 o'clock where I'm at right now, or it's 7 p.m., I'm a late sleeper, and we woke up today and realized, man, we should have been doing this at noon. But here we are instead, and we're here with some of the Gold Diggers staff, and we're hanging. And the specialty, theme of today is day drinking cocktails, which I like to say is low effort, high yield, really easy shit to make when you're feeling like death in the morning, which probably a lot of you still are. I saw the Instagram stories last night of people drinking whatever the hell. So I am here to help you fight through that pain. As we like to do right off the bat, we like to do sparkling cocktails because then you have an open bottle of sparkling that you can sip on for the entire class. So let's go ahead, and if you have any sparkling wine, pop that shit open. I have here some leftover from New Year's. Naturally, you probably have a lot of stuff left over from your big celebration at your home in the dark last night. But if you're in California or Los Angeles specifically, and you purchased the New Year's kit from us, I made a proprietary strawberry cordial, which is to die for. I'm currently drinking a little gin sour with this, and it's super good. But if you didn't know how to make this already, just make simple syrup, add a ton of strawberries, let it boil until the strawberries kind of turn to mush. Then add a little, squeeze a lemon into it, and there you go. Beautiful, right? Super easy. And then on the recipe, this is on the ingredients list on the internet that we posted. I took a bunch of peaches and covered them in sugar. That process is called maceration. So when you cover pretty much any fruit or vegetable with sugar, like salt, it will draw all of the moisture out of and a lot of the essence and flavor of the fruit out, and when you use a ton of sugar, you get this really concentrated peach flavor. And this one ended up pretty mild, but I'm still really happy with it. And so instead of the classic easy mimosa that everyone makes all the time, I'm going to show you super dumb easy. This is you can do this in your sleep, and if you're super hungover, odds are you're still probably asleep doing this anyway. So I'm going to show you. I'm not even going to measure these. I'm just going to put what looks good into the bottom of each little glass, like that. And then right now I'm using Prosecco. I'm not using champagne, I'm using Prosecco. And why am I using this? We have it on hand, 1, and 2, it's generally sweeter and cheaper. This stuff is so cheap. I don't feel guilty buying this ever because I know I'm saving a few bucks and I'm getting a similar result that I would with champagne. I just don't have to add as much sugar. So there we go. Prosecco, La Monarca. This is like $2 maybe. Oh, maybe it's not like Mad Dog prices, but it's pretty cheap, right? So just like that, I'm gonna top my peach maceration with sparkling, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing to the strawberries. And there you go. If you drink that, odds are if you woke up feeling drunk, you're still gonna feel drunk. But this is a nice sweet remedy to help coax you out of the abyss, if you will. Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna keep this. If anyone wants the light peach one, yeah? Yeah, it's a distant peach flavor, but it's quite sweet. And like I said, will help coax you out of the abyss. I'm not going to say that these guys are hungover in here, but I'm going to say that everyone had a great time last night is all I have to say, right? Cool. So if you have questions about these syrups, fire away. I'm here for it. And I can walk you through how to make them. They're so easy, almost drinkable, but we're not going to do that.
Tell them what else we did with the strawberry.
Oh yeah, what else? We made a strawberry margarita earlier. We made a strawberry daiquiri last night. We made, this is a strawberry gin sour, which is to die for. Honestly, strawberry plays so well with others.
And I made strawberry milk with it.
Yeah, Autumn made strawberry milk the other day with it, and that was I was very, it was questionable, but I
And
tasted
you
it.
could put it in hot chocolate too.
Strawberry hot chocolate? I mean, I'm not against it. I would do it. I love strawberry anything. So, and what's cool is that it looks unnatural. Like this doesn't look natural, but this is real strawberries. It's 2 pounds of strawberries, probably, or I can tell you 12 cups of sugar, so a lot of sugar. And then math, 12 times 1.5 is 18 cups of sugar, 12 cups of water. That's right. That's how much it was. So a lot of sugar, but still tasty. All right, cool. Like we said, low impact, high yield, high result. Or what is it in athletics? Low impact. What is it? What do they call it? Low impact, high cardio.
High yield.
I mean, low impact is a kind of working out though, right? Isn't it like?
Yeah. Low impact.
Yeah, right. It's like it all of a sudden like dead.
in the pool. It's low impact.
Right, exactly. Low impact. It's like water aerobics. You know, like low impact. This, you know, it doesn't involve shaking a cocktail. I can't think of anything worse than shaking a cocktail.
Ooh.
Hey, let's go, money. Hell yeah, thank you. I can't think of anything worse than like moving your head and concussed brain around while shaking a cocktail when you're super hungover. Have I done it before? Of course. But this cocktail requires little to no effort and is very, very tasty. So, woo!
It is very, very good.
It's sweet,
Yeah.
right? Yeah,
It's
easy.
very sweet.
Very sweet, but very easy, right? Okay, cool. That one's out of the way. I'm going to go directly into probably the most famous rendition, if you will, of the hangover cocktail. Of course, the Bloody Mary, right? So there are so many ways to make this. I'm going to start with how I feel about Bloody Marys. And I feel great about Bloody Marys. Just don't get me wrong, right? But there are few things more irritating to me than seeing a Bloody Mary that is like this tall, right? You know, like when you go and you know you get an Empire State Building size Bloody Mary. That much salt is awesome. That much alcohol is fine. But I am just a fan of a reasonably sized cocktail in any way, shape, or form. Plus, just being real here on a business perspective, if you are a bar and you sell food at your bar and you sell a Bloody Mary that is the size of this, or the glass is this big, or you're serving it in like a liter cup or whatever the hell, your guest is not going to order food. And you want them to order food because you make money off of food. And people ordering food generally helps keep your guests in control when it comes to alcohol imbibing, which is something that is, you know, generally not really thought about, right? So that when I make this Bloody Mary, please don't be upset with how small it looks. Please just, you know, it's going to be this big, okay? It's going to be that big, but there's going to be plenty of alcohol. And if you want, if you want a larger one, you can totally do that. But I don't like making double cocktails. I just like making two of the same thing so that it's balanced and even, and the ice doesn't melt because there's so much salt in there. Just like the balance gets thrown off. So I'm kind of neurotic about this because I spend time thinking about this, so that you don't have to. But I promise you, make your Bloody Marys smaller than you think you need them, and you will be happier in the long run, and your hands and feet won't swell up because of the salt that you're drinking. And, you know, that's how I feel about it, okay? So if you follow us on Instagram, which if you don't, you should, I posted the recipe for our from scratch Bloody Mary mix. It's a red Bloody Mary. There are green Bloody Marys. We'll do that one day. But this Bloody Mary mix is like the ultimate. It's got truffle oil in it. It's got MSG in it. It's got all of the tasty things. Yeah, this is like extreme Bloody Mary mix. And it's got a little bit of liquid smoke in it, like a drop for the entire batch to give it sort of a chipotle smokiness, which I really, really like. But I'm going to show you, if you've never made a Bloody Mary before, you just do it from scratch. Trust me. Buying the mix, the pre-mix, if you're in a hurry or whatever, or if you're going to a hang and you just want to pick up some Bloody Mary mix, that's totally cool. I really like Mrs. T's. If you see Mrs. T, or is it Mr. T? Mrs. T, right?
I don't know, but it's tea.
Yeah, something tea. It's like, and it's a big old jug. That one's pretty good. And you can do a lot of things once you get your Bloody Mary mix to make it better. You can spice it up and whatnot. But when you make it from scratch, you have so much more control over how it's made. And in my opinion, the most important thing is the salt level. You have control over the amount of sodium that goes in the cocktail. I love salt just as much as the next guy, but having control over the amount of salt you're giving to somebody is key, especially if you're going to rim the glass with salt or something like that. So yeah, I'm being nitpicky here. You're watching so you can learn a thing or two, and who knows, maybe you want a less salty version of this hangover killer. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rim my glass with tahine. We're in Los Angeles. If you don't know what this is and you live in the southwestern United States, shame on you. But if not, that's still okay. It's totally okay. This is like a dehydrated lime salt, if you will. So you open it up. Yeah, it smells limey. It smells kind of smoked. It's like you guys can see it here, but it's like a thicker consistency. If you put it in your mouth immediately, it's got like a tartness to it. I really, really love this stuff. And it's crucial when making the next cocktail. But it's important when making a Bloody Mary, right? So what I'm going to do is from my beautiful little garnish plate here, take a lime just to wet the top of the glass. And you want to do this before you do anything else because you can't rim a glass that's full of things. So here we go. Just right into that. Do it like that if you want a thicker amount. I really like tahine, so I'm kind of going in. But there you go. You don't need a ton, and it's fine the way it is right there. Okay? Next up, put ice in your glass. This is, like I said, this is low impact. I'm not even thinking about this. You shouldn't be thinking about this too hard either. And then I'm just going to use regular old vodka. I'm not even going to measure it. I'm just going to pour a little bit, not too much. I would say that's about an ounce if you're going to measure it. Like I said, I don't want to be doing numbers and math when my head hurts as badly as it does right now, okay? So I'm actually not hungover. We had a really chill night, but for some reason I just feel hungover. I don't know what. Yeah, we're just tired, like the holidays are over and the hype of 2020 being over and all that shit is exhausting, okay? So here we go. Just gonna pour a little bit of the mix. You don't even need too much because it's so salty. It's gonna melt all the ice, so you can just kind of let it ride like that. And then we're gonna do what's called rolling the cocktail. This is a technique we have not done yet, but you're gonna laugh that it even has a name. This is called rolling. Ready? There you go. Yeah. And like I said, today is like a thoughtless, easy way to get through the day. Okay, so I'm gonna put that lime right there that I put before. I have some celery sticks that I trimmed up. One little thing I love to do is if you feel like garnishing it like crazy, put your celery stick into your cocktail, or you can hold it like this and then grab your garnishes with the toothpick and then stab it into the celery stick. All right, so I have some olives here, and then I have these incredible pickles that Autumn's parents made for us for Christmas. These are the best damn pickles I swear I've ever had in my life. They're spicy but sweet, but sort of not, I guess they're sort of salty, but they're crispy still. I don't know how they do it, but they do, and I'm honored to feature them on the show today. So there you go, a garnish stick, just like that, rocket science. And you can put it across the top if you want. You can dunk the whole thing in, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna go like that to it right there. And there you go, that's how I would do a Bloody Mary. In this Bloody Mary mix, I have tomato juice, so low sodium tomato juice if you can get it, that way you can add salt to your flavor profile requirements, if you want to break it down like that, or if you just don't want it as salty. So low sodium tomato juice, lemon juice, lime juice, soy sauce, hot sauce, Worcester sauce, and then truffle oil and MSG for sure to boost it to the absolute next level. And then in terms of spices, there's smoked paprika, black pepper, smoked salt, garlic powder, onion powder. I said smoked paprika. Oh, and I put a good amount of cayenne pepper in there because I like my stuff spicy. And then I use crystal hot sauce as well, just out of respect. So there we go. One delicious Bloody Mary. Smells like salt. This is what you drink when you're hungry. That's what we always say. When someone orders a Bloody Mary at 10 p.m. from you at the bar, I'm like, oh, sure, whatever, dude. You must have missed, the kitchen must be closed. So to help satisfy your hunger, oh man. Oh, and there's liquid smoke in there as well. So a smoky flavor, like a drop. The recipe's on our Instagram. And this stuff will last, and there's dill pickle juice in here too, Jesus. This will last about a week in the fridge, and it will taste better the longer it sits. So like by day 4, this stuff is fire. You can make it in huge batches. It's really, really cheap and really, really easy. And I know Autumn really, really wants this. So I'm going to give it to her.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, here you go.
Wow.
Are there any questions about the Bloody Mary? Probably not. If there are...
Ian and Constantine say hi.
Hey! My dogs! I love a Bloody Mary, and I know that they're so stigmatized in the cocktail world just because, I don't know, there's probably a million ways to make them. Funny story, I was just telling Autumn, I used to work at this bar with fellow soldiers, and if anyone tells you they're not soldiers, they're wrong. It was a giant country bar concert venue on the outskirts of Chicago that held like 2,000 people, and it was like $8 24 ounce cans of Bud Light. Like, it was just like turn them and burn them. And they had a barbecue bar on the side, and every bartender who worked those crazy shifts, it was like required that you would go in one Sunday a year and work the Bloody Mary bar. They had like an all-you-could-garnish Bloody Mary bar. And if you know me even a little bit, you know that I fucking hate waking up early, like more than anything in the whole world. I feel like the reason I'm a musician, which is funny because on the road you wake up, you're like not sleeping, but the reason I'm a bartender, I think, is because it's the perfect job if you hate waking up early. But I did my shift, and I remember walking in and just thinking, oh, it'll be like a garnish thing like this, and I just pour the vodka, and there you go. Nah, man, this place had miniature grilled cheese sandwiches to garnish your thing with. They had shrimp, they had chicken tenders, they had every kind of olive. Dude, I'm serious. Right?
Yeah.
America, exactly. And I'll never forget, like, I was so pissed about having to work the shift that I decided I was going to turn it around on them and be like, you know what? I'm going to have the best ever Bloody Mary shift. I'm going to have the best goddamn time behind that bar, and I'm going to sell the most ever Bloody Marys. And all the managers were like, okay, Alex, like, stop talking, go to work, And I was like, I'm going to show you guys. And I did. I sold the most goddamn Bloody Marys that ever happened on that Sunday. I was like prancing around behind the bar, like, hey, everyone, come on down. Just being obnoxious as hell. Like, yeah, you want me to work here? I'm going to piss you off and show you how obnoxious I truly can be, so you never call me again. But we set the record for most Bloody Marys sold that day. And I swear I ate like 100 of the mini grilled cheese sandwiches because I was so hungover. And that was a thing. Question?
Well, Ian says that a red snapper is the way.
Oh.
Which is a Bloody Mary with gin.
That's what it's called? Okay, cool. Because I had one of those at Parsons with, it was Leatherby gin and Fernet, and they called it Bloody Leathers, which was the most epic name for a morning cocktail ever. Then they put pickled green beans into it, which were delightful. A red snapper. You know what? Maybe I gotta make the next one. I can't skimp on the michelada with the sauce.
He tips his hat to Scofflaw for the red snapper.
Oh, okay, cool. My what? Oh yeah, I don't have any of these in there because these are too easy. And if they're not too easy, I'm sorry, but I'm tired today, so we're kind of we're slow rolling. All right, cool. Next up, we're gonna make, I think, what is one of the more iconic Los Angeles cocktails. It's hardly a cocktail, honestly. It's a beer with Bloody Mary mix in it. But that being said, it is sort of a sacred. It's a thing. That I don't really know how else to say it. It's a thing. People walk around here. That's a chipped glass. People walk around here with the tall boy cans. The 24-ounce cans, and what's nice about micheladas is that they're relatively low alcohol by volume, so you can drink a lot. They're salty as hell. Who doesn't love salty drinks? And I love tomato juice and tomatoes. So yeah, we're gonna make a michelada right now, and I'm gonna use from our beautiful basket here a Miller High Life because I like them with High Life. You could use Modelo, you could use Tecate. for a true Mexican experience. However, I have Miller High Life, so I'm going to use High Life. All right. I like my micheladas with ice in them. That might be forbidden. Oh, you know what? Perfect example right here. I forgot to rim the glass like you should. So the first thing we're going to do is rim the glass, right? I got myself. I almost made this thing all the way and then would have been totally screwed. You know? Yeah, right? I'm fired. I'm out of here.
Yep.
But, yeah, these are, you either love them or you hate them. And that's just the truth of the matter. There we go. That's a much better job rimming the glass. Cool. These ones are sometimes served with the full can of beer, and then you get your own little mix, and you can kind of do the chemistry at your table or your bar seat. That's totally cool with me because then you can keep once you keep adding beer or whatever, the ratio gets thrown off. But I like mine not like crazy heavy on the sauce. I kind of like mine on the lighter side, especially with the sauce as spicy and as umami-ish as this one. I'm not really trying to taste Miller High Life right now, but I think you guys understand what I'm saying there, right? I'm going to add a half an ounce of lime juice to this, for sure, because you need some acid in there. And then I'm just going to pour beer on top of this. It is really this easy. And no disrespect, guys, I'm going to have this one because I love a michelada. I think I went to, there's this great burger joint in Chicago called DMK, and they have what's called a gringo michelada where they give you a Schlitz in their Bloody Mary mix. But today, I guess this is semi-gringo because it's from, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. There we go. And then I really love tahini, so I'm just going to dust the top of mine with tahini because fuck it. I'm not even going to stir it just because that's how easy this cocktail should be. This right here will cure what ails you, I swear. Dude, I don't want to chug this, but I will. But I will. Oh, man. So refreshing. The acid from the lime, the acid from the tahini, the smokiness of the Bloody Mary mix. I know that it's evening across the United States, but there's no wrong time for a michelada. Honestly, when I first moved here, we would get the giant cans, and we'd drink them at like 9, 10 p.m. The mango michelada, which we thought would be horrendous, but it's so good. It's so good, right? It doesn't make any sense. And, another thing that is a point of contention for Bloody Mary drinkers is using clamato juice. So clamato juice is tomato juice with clam juice in it, and that freaks people out, understandably so. But honestly, if you've never had it with clamato before, it is obviously not vegan, but it is delightful. It gives it like this sort of weird umami flavor. It doesn't really taste. It doesn't taste like seawater. Right? Like it's not just like some dude just like ripping clams open on the floor and like letting the water drain or whatever. Actually, you know what? It very well might be. Now that I think about it, that's a fun mental image to think about. My man ripping open clams and just letting the water drain into cocktails. But no, it's really, if you replace the tomato juice with clamato, try to get the low sodium because then you can control the salt. But that's also really, really good. In this case, I just use regular old tomato juice, but I kind of like wish I was hungover. Mark my words.
Yeah, right?
I'll never say that again, ever. Hopefully. Jesus.
Maybe tomorrow's your day.
Yeah, tomorrow's my big opportunity. Oh my God. You know what? I'm going to throw a little bit more of the sauce in there. And there you go. There you have it. One last little nitpicky thing about this is I would recommend using a 12-ounce can if you're using a small glass, because then the tomato juice will last a lot longer. But that's getting into semantics. It doesn't, it's not really important. Cool. There we have it. The michelada, spelled Michelada. Michelada. And we did like a tasting of sorts. Remember we got like one of every pre-made, like Sol makes one, Tecate, Modelo, Estrella, Jalisco, Budweiser, Bud Light. What else? There's got to be some more. There's like 10 of them. And honestly, the Budweiser one
was our second choice.
was second after the Estrella Estrella mango michelada. It was really killer. The Soul one was kind of smoked, which was cool. But yeah, that was a fun experiment.
It was.
Like our blood pressure was like through the roof that week, chugging like alcohol and salt like at that level. Mm. Yeah. Not to mention truffle oil. Even the tiniest little bit, that's next level. Okay. I'm gonna put this down. I'm like over here slamming that. All right, cool. This next cocktail, Ian, if you're still here, this one is one that we made many, many times at the beginning of a shift. Generally without alcohol, but sometimes you add alcohol to things that don't have alcohol, and they become more fun. So that's how I'm gonna put this one. And we decided to call it the pre-shift. This cocktail is just like, it's like a coffee with cream and sugar with rum in it. It's dumb easy. It's really good in a blender. If you have a blender on hand, it's refreshing. It's caffeine. It's sugar. It's fat. It's what you want when getting ready to face the hordes of people waiting to imbibe alcohol at rapid pace. If that's a bit too descriptive, that's exactly what I'm hoping for. Okay, so with any of the shaken, this is a shaken cocktail here. You grab, you know what? Oh, you know what? I totally forgot to make coffee. Can you make some? Thank you, Brittany. Oh my God, thank you. Okay,
I
you
just
know
assumed
what?
you had it hidden somewhere.
No.
Oh, no.
We'll save this one for after this. You know what? I'm gonna do this one. Yeah, we'll make a Tom Collins. We'll make a nice, friendly Tom Collins, and then we'll do the shot donation spree, and then we will do our coffee with cream. Okay?
What is a GBG?
Oh, a gin and blue Gatorade.
Okay. Ian was like, I expected a GBG.
Oh man, no.
We'll
The
do.
highball of choice, as Ian used to say about the GBG. Oh my God, gin and blue Gatorade honestly is delightful.
That sounds nasty.
No, don't hate what you've never tried. It is truly, the alarming color of it really adds to the essence. The sweet mixed with botanical. It is a complex adventure of flavor. The gin and blue Gatorade.
It sounds like it's just desperation.
We say garnish with self-loathing. Because on one hand you're hydrating yourself. Let's be real, Gatorade is Coca-Cola without bubbles in it. That shit is pure sugar. And they say it's thirst quenching, but that's probably because it's got like trace amounts of monosodium glutamate and it's got a ton of salt in it to help you feel like you've somehow hydrated yourself.
It's electrolyte.
Sure.
It sounds like something they make in prison.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, I have a friend who works for the Pepsi company, and we went and got a drink one time, and he was telling me that he works for the bottling company, and he said finding a composite plastic to make the bottles that hold Pepsi is more of a challenge than you'd think because Pepsi and Gatorade are there's this technical word for it, but they are saturated with sugar to the point that if you added more sugar to some of it, it wouldn't dissolve.
Oh.
It's like that, yeah. And there's like oils and all kinds of shit, and sometimes those bottles sit in warehouses for months.
Yeah.
So you have to figure out a composite that will not break down because of the phosphoric acid that's in there. What are the other poisons? You guys know this about Coke, right? Come on. And I love Coca-Cola as much as the next guy, but apparently, or not apparently, it's a fact that they put phosphoric acid in there to keep your stomach from retching it up because there's that much sugar in it.
Yeah.
That is a thing. That is a thing. So,
I always put cocaine in mine.
I mean, I haven't put cocaine into anything I've imbibed, but that sounds horrific. Yeah,
Pretty good.
Awful gasoline bitter finish. But yeah, that is the thing about Coca-Cola. We love it though. We love Coca-Cola. It's delicious. Cool. All right, I'm gonna make a Tom Collins really quickly here. It requires a little bit more thinking than I guess the other ones, but honestly, a Tom Collins is a delightful cocktail. Thank you, Brittany. Hell yeah. You're a rock star. Thank you. Everyone clap for Brittany at home. Yeah! Saving my unprepared ass. There we go. I love it. You know what? We'll make the Tom Collins later. I want to make this coffee cocktail. I've been chatting since you made it. So once again, we're going to start with the cheapest ingredient. in the cocktail. In this case, I'm going to say cream. So 3/4 of an ounce, right? Yes. Yep, 3/4 of an ounce of simple syrup. Just to help really kick it off. There you go. This coffee smells so good. This is like espresso, right? This is, you can use, the better the coffee, the better this will be. At the bar, we used La Colombe cold brew bottles, which if you've ever had that is like pure gasoline for your system. Cool. I'm gonna put 1.5, right? Yeah. And if you use a little bit more coffee, that's totally okay. In fact, I'm just gonna put a little bit more in there, just because it smells so heavenly. And then I'm gonna use rum, just because I love rum, and rum plays well with coffee flavors. And I'm going to put 1.5 ounces. Right? No, I said 2 ounces. There we go. Why not? Fuck it. This one, like I said, is really good in the blender. We would often make it in the blender before the shift started. That way you have like your own weird frappuccino with cold brew, which is awesome. But in this case, I'm going to shake this cocktail. So it's gonna get foamy because I have milk or cream in there. So just get ready for that. And it smells so good already. You can smell it here. Okay, so when we're shaking, we always say we want the maraca sound. We want chicka 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 chicka. We don't want it to sound like a washing machine swirling it around. We want to bash the ice and aerate the cocktail. Here we go. This is a pretty forgiving cocktail. You can really punish it there. Yeah, okay. So I hear air trying to escape because we aerated it properly. I can take my fingers and scrape a little bit of ice off of the outside. It smells like 3 dots in a dash. That is bringing back some memories. Oh, man. All right, and I'm going to single strain this bad boy because we're not really thinking about anyone except for our hungover selves right now. So, like I said...
Whoa.
Just like that. Spilled a couple of drops. But, oh, dude, this smells so good. You guys are going to have to fight over this one. Yeah, I see that all these staff is like looking at each other. Yeah, just like, right, yeah. It almost looks like there's egg whites in there, but there is not. I mean, yeah, you could garnish this. If you were to garnish this, I'd just put some fresh nutmeg across the top. But not. This is, like I said, a back to life, back to reality cocktail. Right. And I didn't put any ice in there. This is just up. So we wanted it super frothy. Ian, any comments? If Ian has any comments on this guy, I'd love to hear it. There was this fantastic bartender we worked with named Cassandra who would whip these up for us before the shift just to like get amped. Obviously, we weren't using alcohol back then because there's no alcohol allowed behind the bar while you're drinking, or while you're working. Sorry, while you're working.
You're not allowed to work while you're drinking.
Exactly. That's what it says. No working while drinking. But yeah, no imbibing while working there. But this, honestly, if you're even semi-hungover, this is like a latte with booze in it that is awesome. Who wants this one?
I do.
Yeah, you're really selling it.
I mean, Gabe, yeah, right.
Not good.
Gabe drank a box of barefoot Pinot Noir.
Hey, don't air my dirty laundry like that, man. The people don't need to know that.
There's a time and a place. We'll have a boxed themed episode.
Yeah, you know what? We should have a boxed wine episode of things you can create. So, and you know what? There's no shame.
I usually pour some LaCroix in there. It's really good.
The barefoot spritz.
It's really good.
I love it, dude. Tell me how that is. That should be pretty good.
Oh yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, cool.
Ian says it tastes like winning.
It does.
It's delicious.
Whoa. And Kevin Berry says you're out of shape with your shake.
Oh, Kevin! Kevin's here, dude. Fuck yeah! I'm so glad that Kevin's here and we're making our pre-shift cocktail. This is incredible. Kevin, thank you. I appreciate the technique nod, if you will. Nothing like a little forearm soreness to kick off the new year. All right, cool. Here we go. Since we're making day drinking cocktails, we decided it would be most fitting for our shot donation spree. By the way, today's episode, all of the donations benefit the Gold Diggers Bar staff. The people that work hard at this bar to keep it running year round have been without work for the last year almost. So we're doing what we can. Every little bit helps, honestly. Even if it's $5, $3, I don't care. Like we said, every little bit helps. So, yes, what was I going to say? Oh, since we're doing day drinking cocktails, the shot donation spree cocktail today will be the world famous, I can't even say it without laughing, we're making a goddamn lunchbox. For those of you guys who know what a lunchbox is, I know you're laughing already, but you're going to watch me do one of these. I haven't done one of these since I was like 19. Actually, that's a lie. We did one of those, or we did like a whole tour of garbage shots recently, like a year ago when I was behind the bar at Lincoln Station. We were just like, you know what can we make that's terrible? Drink it. And that really ended poorly. But we're going to make a lunchbox here. So,
But this isn't that bad.
No, excuse me. And it's not bad. And if you're, okay, so a lunchbox, for those of you guys who don't know, is a pint glass of cheap beer. In this case, I'm using Miller High Life. And then you take a shot of amaretto mixed with orange juice and drop it in and chug it, right? Not awful. This is definitely like an underage kind of vibe shooter. As we say, underage. But you can make it with a lot shittier ingredients. I hand squeezed this orange juice, so this is really good orange juice, or very good orange juice. And then this is the Luxardo Amaretto, which is tasty stuff. So it won't be all that bad. God, I'm so glad Kevin's here. Guys, Kevin was my boss at 3 Dots in a Dash, world-class bartender. There we go. And fucking chemist. Honestly, that dude knows so much about clarifying, about fat washing, about all sorts of difficult techniques to really bring a bar experience to the next level. So thank you for being here, Kevin. It does mean a lot. Cool. So now I'm going to take this Luxardo Amaretto. As we were saying before, in order to be called Amaretto, it needs to be made with cookies, with Biscotti brand cookies. There are other almond liqueurs that are not made with such fancy cookies. Those are not true Amaretto. This is a real Amaretto. It is an Italian alcohol. It doesn't really smell like almonds. That's one thing that always kind of blew my mind, is like, wait, this like almond extract to me doesn't taste like if you just ate an almond. I'm assuming that at one point in time it did, and I can't wait until Kevin watches this and decides to give me a whole lesson on how almond extract is made into alcohol. Honestly, I would love that lesson. But I'm just gonna roadhouse it here and fill this halfway up. There we go. Woo! Okay, so like we say every week, the shot donation spree. We normally, Trent is here. Obviously, Trent is not here this week. He's got a crazy woodworking project that he's working on. Plus, I've been traveling a little bit, so we're kind of doing a distancing thing. People are spread the fuck out here at the bar. So here we go. The lunchbox. If anyone wants to donate and see me do a shot of something that's not this, feel free to do so. I've done more reckless things on camera, like last time. We had some shots of Malort going back here. A friend of ours mailed us some Malort, and it really got out of hand. It was excellent, right?
That's great.
Yeah. It was great, says Dave. Yeah, man. Malort has a special time and place. That time is never, and that place is nowhere. I mean, Otto really likes it, but are there any hilarious comments or not really? I mean, it's people kind of chilling.
No.
Everyone's hungover and just like, I can't even look at alcohol right now. But I guess this is a good opportunity to tell the story of why it's called Hair of the Dog. It's called Hair of the Dog because in medieval times it was widely believed, that if you got bitten by a dog with rabies or whatever disease, that if you somehow chased down that dog, that particular dog that bit you, cut off a clump of its hair and stuffed it into the wound, that it would heal
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah, exactly. You know, nothing like medieval antibiotics. But yeah, that was
What,
that
you
was
anti-vax?
yeah, the original vaccine, I guess you could say. I'm gonna have some of this coffee. Oh my god. But yes, that you by stuffing the matted, muddy, disease-ridden hair into your wound, your festering, rabid wound, that you would somehow heal it, or get better sooner. So it's called hair of the dog because you are taking the same poison that hurt you the night before and injecting it into your bloodstream, I guess, via your mouth the next day. So that is why it's called hair of the dog. I was always confused as a younger bartender when I'd order some, or if someone would come in at 11 in the morning and order something and just say hair of the dog, and I would say, yeah, sure. Like, what the hell is this person talking about? Now I know it means curing your hangover with what hurt you before. So if you have it in your heart to donate, that would be great. We appreciate it. It means a lot to the Gold Digger staff. They've given us as I say, they toss us the keys to the whip every Friday. They let us play here, and it means a lot. So anything you can give to them would mean the most. So here we go. I'm going to do this lunchbox. Actually, does anyone else want to do a lunchbox with me?
Sure.
Absolutely.
1, 2, 3.
I'm gonna pass them.
Yeah, cool. Respect. 3, 4. Cool. Let's do it. Here we go.
Oh, fuck it, I'll try it.
I'll make a small one for you. All right. Yeah.
Tony, please.
I have a car to drive.
Oh, if you're driving, dude, you really, really don't have to do one.
Don't worry, you'll be here for a while after. That's what I'm
Let's grab another fresh.
So there's, what's the Irish car bomb is another one.
Oh, God,
that you
yeah.
Drop in, but it's not possible for you to do something like this and just pour in the shot. You have to drop it in.
Well,
right?
I like to pour it in just because I don't like the idea of it shattering and then imbibing the shattered glass. That's no bueno.
Right.
I don't want to do that, so I'm going to pour
So
mine.
you are going to pour it in?
Yeah, I'm going to pour mine.
Okay. And it doesn't make a difference in terms of like the flavor profile?
Flavor profile? No, it does not. It does not. I love that Kevin tuned in today out of all of the cocktail classes. This is like the most Roadhouse class we've ever done. Like the most off the rails bullshit we've ever, because we've made actually very good cocktails. This should be Alex's semi decent morning don't hurt, like it couldn't be more perfect. Like, and by morning I mean mid afternoon. Like, oh, I hurt myself drinking, and I knocked over my OJ. So here we go. Let's just do a little bit in each one. Love it. Okay. And I missed the damn. God.
Nailed it.
Yeah, it's a rough one for me, guys. And like I said, I'm not even hungover. Maybe I should get hungover, right? Be more hungover. Okay, here we go. Oh, man. The lunchbox. Time and time again. Alright, cool. This is like the most gourmet a lunchbox can get, honestly. There's one.
Also, Travis is saying thank you for your stream today and for your kick-ass performance last night.
Thank you very much, Travis. I appreciate it. There we go. There's one. Yep. Did I not make enough? Oh, I did it. Here, hang on.
No, it's good. No.
Yeah, you sure?
You're good.
You're driving, dude. Yeah, it's totally cool. Here, take that one.
So I just drop it in there?
Yeah, you can drop it in there, you can pour it in there. Thank you, Travis, for tuning in. For those of you guys who don't know, I performed with a band called Dumpster Funk from New Orleans last night. We rang in the new year via live stream, and it was off the rails. We had a real good time, so thank you for being there. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
People are eyeing the shot like, what the hell? All right, guys, here we go. Here's to the Gold Digger staff.
You're going to pour it in?
I'm going to pour mine in.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers to everyone.
Cheers.
Happy New Year and all that shit.
There
we go. Wee.
Wow.
Oh, Mom.
Yeah, I've had worse, but that is.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
It's not. It's like sipping her.
Picking up.
That is hilarious. Yeah, there you go. Just I'm gonna sip mine for the bartender. I'll take a lunchbox. I'm glad you like it. Honestly, I'm overjoyed that you're sipping it. That means the world. That's what we're looking for here. Shots that, you know, that make you feel like you could sip them. That's incredible. No, what was this? Oh, yeah. Travis, thank you for tuning in last night. I appreciate it. For those of you who don't know, we also did a New Year's show here as well. I was technically in 2 places at once last night via live stream, which is pretty funny. But we taught an awesome cocktail class for our New Year's stream that we did out of Gold Diggers. We made an airmail, an old Cuban, a French 75, and a champagne cocktail, all of which were banging. So good, so fun. And it's all up and available for free right now as well on in.live. Jesus, excuse me. Chugging beer fucking sucks, dude.
You need a GPG, man.
Yeah, I need a GVG to tide me over. You know?
Yeah, GVG.
Gin and Blue Gatorade. Yeah, if you want to check out, you can check out Gold Digger's Instagram, or I'll probably post the link later as well. But it was super awesome. We had Daniel T of Heatwave doing a killer 90-minute or almost, was it 2 hours?
It was the whole kit and caboodle was about 2 hours.
Yeah, so the class was like 25, 30 minutes, and then the DJ set was 90 minutes, just disco bangers. We had a really good time filming it. All of the donations towards that also benefit the Gold Digger staff as well. So, yes, that is that. Okay, moving on. Now we're going to make an actually good cocktail. We're going to make a Tom Collins, which I think is a world-class gin day drinking cocktail, or evening cocktail, of course, whatever. But this is going to go in a highball glass. As we say every week, when building a cocktail, we want our beginning, our middle, and our end. Jesus, sorry, I'm so full of beer. Beginning meaning ingredients, middle meaning technique, and end meaning our glassware, so that we have all of our mise en place, our ingredients and tools ready to go. We have our technique reminding us what we're making in front of us, and our glassware, so we know where the drink is going. I want to also take a quick second before I make this to shout out the 6 private classes that I did last week. If anyone is here from those classes we did right before Christmas, those were so fun. We had a great time. So many people that I got to become friends with, and a lot of really, really great shakers and stirrers out there. So to all my new fellow friendly bartenders out there, I salute you. Thank you for your support. And if you want a private class, check out the Instagram at Very Good Cocktails. Shoot us a message, or you can shoot us an email at verygoodcocktails@gmail.com, and we'll set up a private class. They're always super fun, off the rails, and it's really a hang. And then you get to learn how to make some really, really killer drinks. So cool. All right, let's make this Tom Collins. I'm going to be using Amass Gin, as we are sponsored by them, and we love their product, a 90 proof gin with 29 different botanicals in it. Super, super light, super citrusy, very herbaceous, but not bitter. A really balanced, nice gin from right here in Los Angeles, California. Let's pop that open. Jesus, it's like low proof. It's like amaretto. It's like 30 proof. It doesn't even count as alcohol. I used to drink Smith & Cross out of the bottle. You know, that shit can peel paint off a car, dude. This is disrespectful. Right. But this one, I've got my soda water handy, I've got my lemon juice, I've got my simple syrup, and I've got gin. This is a very, very, very easy cocktail to make. Like we said, today is all about low brain power, high flavor and value cocktails, right? So, 3/4 of an ounce of lemon juice. Got my simple syrup down here, 3/4 of an ounce as well. Just like that. And then I'm going to hit this with 2 ounces of our Amass dry gin. Yes. Oh, perfect. 2 exact ounces. Gotta love it. Say goodbye to this bottle.
Bye.
I'm going to leave that on display. If you guys have any questions about where to find that, you can message us as well. We love Amass gin. All right, Kevin Berry, if you're still watching, I'm going to shake this. I'm just talking shit to Kevin. We're going to shake the absolute hell out of this cocktail. We're going to do a medium hard shake for this one, and I'm going to double strain it into my glass. Before I do anything, though, I'm going to put a couple of cubes into the glass, just like that, so I'm ready to go. And I'm going to shake this, okay? We want the maraca effect. We don't want to rapidly stir this. We want to aerate, dilute, and chill all at the same time. we go. We have the ice on the outside. I hear air trying to escape. We have successfully aerated the cocktail. You can see steam coming off of it. Love it. And then we're going to double strain this cocktail because we don't want any of those little ice fragments in there, further diluting the drink more than we already have. There we go. Cool. And if you shook it correctly, we have the litmus test of the little ice patty, the little ice, I guess you could call this gin slushy, if you will, that we don't want on top of our cocktail. That's a lot of ice that we do not want. We'll throw off the balance of this cocktail. Okay, cool. Then I'm just going to top this with soda water. Just like that. Love it. And then for garnish on this one, I'm just going to do a little bit of a lemon peel. Just like that. When peeling, we don't want any of the fruit of the lemon. We just want the white part right here and the exterior, and the zest, if you will. I'm just going to express that across the top. Expressing meaning you fold it in your hands and just move across the cocktail. If you see some of the bubbles disappear because of the... Jesus. If you see some of the bubbles disappear, I am out of shape. Jesus Christ, this is rough. Time to take some laps around the Rose Bowl. This is difficult, right?
And just shake.
Yeah, exactly, shaking, right? I'm going to roll this up. All the oils from the outside of the fruit, we want those on top of the cocktail. If we were a straw-using facility, I'd put a straw in there right now, but we are not. So this is a completed Tom Collins, which honestly is to die for. You can see the bubbles moving in it right now. Yeah, right. Everyone in here is just like eyeing it, right? It's like a lemonade with gin and soda water in it, and it's too easy to drink. Yeah, it smells great. Does anyone?
Dave.
Yeah, Ed wants this one? All right, cool. There you are, my friend.
Thank you.
Well done.
Enjoy it.
A comment.
Yeah, what's up?
Dylan said that he invented a cocktail last night called the Barbados 86 because he didn't have gin, so he 86'd it and he used Mount Gay instead.
Oh, okay. What else was in it?
I have no idea.
Dylan,
I don't know
tell
if
me.
maybe you would know.
No, tell me what else you put in that cocktail. I love Mount Gay rum, Barbadian rum. It's good stuff. Fun fact about Mount Gay is they don't tell you how long they age it. They just say till it's done, which I respect, but also I'm like, yo, just tell us how long you aged it, because I would love to know that, especially when it comes to rum. One day we'll do a rum episode where we'll talk all about the Caribbean and
yes.
the crazy shit that they get away with down there when it comes to making alcohol. But yeah, there we go. So that's 2 sparkling pounders, easy. We made those. That is a Bloody Mary, a Michelada, the pre-shift, as we call it. How is that? Is that one gone? The coffee one?
Nearly. Yeah.
Nearly? How is it? Tasty?
Delicious.
Yeah, right?
Delicious.
Good. I'm glad you liked it.
Loved it.
Easy to drink. And then the Tom Collins, all of which are painfully easy to make and even easier to imbibe. And that is kind of what we're going for here today when we're making things that will help us cure a headache. As one of my best friends in the world, brief story. We were performing at Brooklyn Bowl in Brooklyn, New York, and we had all these drink tickets, and it was last call. And he said, I don't know what to do with all these drink tickets. And I said, go get a drink. And he's not really a drinker, but he went and got all of his drink tickets worth in one neat pour of Bullet bourbon. He's like he was 22 or something, 23 at the time. And he doesn't really know about alcohol, so he just kind of drank the whole thing. It was like a pint glass of bourbon. And I watched him do it, and I was just like, oh no, dude, like I gotta take care of you, fuck. So he actually ended up holding himself up totally cool for the whole night, but the next morning, and by that I mean like 8 hours later, we had a flight to catch, and we were on the train to Newark. If you've ever been to New York and you got that early morning Newark flight, you know. We were in a cab to a train to a train to a cab or whatever, I don't even know. And it was so funny. He's like, Waz, that's my nickname, Waz. He's like, dude, I like feel kind of sick. I think I'm coming down with something. And I was like, what? Dude, no, what? You're fine. I think you're just, are you? And he was like, what? I was like, are you hungover? Are you just feeling like death because of the half pint of bourbon you slammed right after the set last night? And that was the answer. So yeah, if you don't have much experience with alcohol, as you get older, it starts really affecting your regular body systems. So we're here to show you how to cure those by consuming more of it in the morning. Question?
Just to clarify, Dylan said he made a French 75 with milk eggs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. A rum French 75 sounds delightful. Because the number. Because 75, 86.
Oh,
right.
I was like, there's got to be a connection. Yes, okay.
Yes.
We're here now.
If Ian is still in the chat, I think there's a name for a French 75 with rum in it. But one of these days, we'll make what Ian and I decided would be called Parisian divorce court, which is rum, peach, honey, mint, champagne. It is to die for. That is a killer cocktail that we had a lot of fun making back in the day. But with that being said, I don't think, are there any more questions or anything?
Someone named Kaylee said that she lives a few blocks from here, and she got a chance to go to Gold Diggers before the lockdown in January, and she's so excited that this is happening.
Oh, thank you for tuning in, Kaylee. I appreciate it. The bar is not gone. We are here. We are doing our thing, and if you are interested, of course, the hotel upstairs, a 10-room boutique hotel that is lovely, available for booking. I think you got to definitely contact the hotel, and we'll figure out a safe way to do it. But there are HEPA filters all over the place in this building. It's a very, very COVID-safe, friendly environment. And then, of course, the recording studio here. I'm with the staff, James, Brittany, Ed, and Gabe. They all work here day and night. I think every time I've been here, at least one of these 4 people is here. They work their ass off to work on some really cool productions. It's really cool that there is still some art and creativity happening during this nightmare of the time to be alive. As my friend said recently, it's such a fucking scam to be alive right now. Which, he's in a metal band, and it was like the most perfect ever. Like, oh my god, that's so perfect. It's a scam to be alive right now, you know. But yeah, these people work so hard to keep this place running, and so yeah, we're donating all of the proceeds today to the staff, the bar staff. So. Yes, thank you, Kaylee, for watching, and we're here every Friday except for next Friday. We will be off next Friday, but the week after that we'll be back in full force. We are working out details on who will be benefiting that week, but it will be a good time for sure. So, but yeah, if there are no more questions...
I mean, Ian says that it's called a Barbados 86.
A Barbados 86, that is what it's called. You know what? I'll take that ride. Should I make one right now?
Yes.
I guess I should, right? All right, yeah.
One more. Yeah.
Right. Encore cocktails?
Yeah.
What a nightmare. It's like, you've been overserved. Let's give you some more. You know what? And I think we might have, yes, this is Barbadian rum. Right here, yeah. The real McCoy 5-year is Barbadian. All right, so we've made, if you watched the New Year's stream, you saw that we made a French 75. And you know what? I think I'm going to fuck with this one. I've got, yes, I knew it. I have some honey syrup left over. So I'm going to do, or you know what? No, that's kind of an airmail if I do it like that. I'm just, what do you think? Should I use honey syrup or regular sugar?
I would love, if Dylan's still here, I'd love to know what he did last night, or
I'm assuming he built it like a French 75, so I'm going to do it like a French 75. Yeah,
you probably use simple.
Yeah, cool. All right, so French 75 is 1 ounce spirit, or 1 ounce gin, half lemon, half simple, shaken and topped with champagne. So 1/2 ounce of lemon.
No, I kind of want you to use dem. Oh, okay.
Or honey.
Honey.
Too late. I'm going to make it exactly like Dylan made it. And then 1 ounce of this Barbadian rum that we love oh so very much. And then I'm going to shake the hell out of this. and then double strain it. Ooh. Caramel and lemon. Caramel. Who says, is it caramel or caramel?
Caramel.
Caramel. Yeah, right?
He said to use simple, and he says it pairs great with lip slurs.
Ah! Yeah, man. Anything to help me get my chops back together. That New Year's set was only 50 minutes, but my face hurt for quite some time after that. My brass players out there, you know what I'm talking about. All right, I like to put an ice cube into my Friend 75s. Going to reach into the bowl of fun. And is this flat? No way. No, it's not.
Okay.
I was going to say, what the hell? It's not super bubbly, but it's not flat.
Trick you.
I guess when it sits in a closet for a year, you know? But it will still taste good. And you know what? I'm going to garnish this with another lemon peel. Who wants this one? Brittany wants it? Right, that's one way to request a cocktail. First, I'll have a lunchbox. Then it's the Barbadian 86 or Barbados 86. Here you are, my dear.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
You have to tell us how it is, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
How is it?
So gross.
No, it's good. It's tropical.
It's tropical.
Oh,
yeah,
There you go.
tropical.
There we go. I'll take tropical. I love tropical. Yeah, I guess. Right? That's it then, huh? Like I said, today was going to be kind of like a disjointed, sort of not smooth flowing day, just because it is National Hangover Day. And even though I'm not hungover, I still am giving honor to those who are the fallen out there.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ah!
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, we are off next week, but we will be back on the 15th. Right? The 15th. Yeah, it's a Friday. We'll post all sorts of stuff. We have some hilariously fun stuff planned for you guys in terms of cocktails and themed shows for the next couple of months. We're very excited to share all of it with you guys. But yeah, if you have any questions, as always, please just shoot us a message on our Instagram at verygoodcocktails. Shoot us an email at verygoodcocktails@gmail.com. And if you're interested in a private class with me and the crew, just shoot us a message, and we will get you taken care of. They're a lot of fun. They're really, really affordable. Too affordable, I would say. No, they're way affordable. They're a great time, and you might learn a thing or two, which is cool for preparing yourself to be able to host other humans at your house in 2 years' time. So brutal, right? This is the worst. But yeah, if you have any questions about any of the ingredients or whatever, we're here for you, and we appreciate you guys tuning in week after week after week after week. We always have such a good time here. And if you have it in your heart to donate even a little bit to us today, we are benefiting the Gold Digger staff, the people that make this bar what it is. We are grateful for their love and support, and we want to give them as much money as possible all the time. So thank you for your generous donations today, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Thank you to the Gold Digger studio staff that's in here with me today. We're having a great time. Yeah, I'm going to enjoy this watered down michelada because it's still going to taste way good. But with that being said, salud and cheers to you guys. Let's go.
Woo!